trading Nasdaq and VIX, which is also known as volatility index, could be the hottest markets in the industry, and more are to be expected. Yo, what's up? It's your boy Mutupi. We're back again on my YouTube channel. I thank you so much for always being there, always showing up whenever I post a video. It really does mean a lot to me. If you're a new member or a new subscriber, please do make sure to like the videos that I post. Make sure to just scroll back onto my YouTube channel, see all the types of videos that I have here. Maybe you'll find something that will help you a lot on your trading journey. At the same time, if you're just a new person that just saw me, maybe you're just searching for trading videos and then just bumped into me, make sure to just hit the subscribe button, as these are the kinds of videos that I make sure that I speak about. I touch on about important topics such as forex trading, the markets, financial markets, and all types of things concerning the forex industry. So recently I just bumped into this Nasdaq trading thing. So I actually let me just talk a bit on how I was able to just know and then get into it. Actually what happened is that I was interviewing a few youngsters that are also forex traders, and they told me that they're making a killing from trading Nasdaq. So I was like, okay, no, I do know about Nasdaq, just that I didn't do my information about it. I don't really know much. So what is it that you can tell me about it on, which is why this video I actually wanted to be about me sharing the strategy with you, because I got it very simple, you know, just by connecting with other people, you'd be able to get their mindsets, and then you'd be able to just mix it with your own mindset, and then you can make something out of that. So I actually did ask them about it. I was like, no, tell me what is it that you guys do when it comes to Nasdaq, the brokers that you use, and all these types of things. So they did mention to me, is that, okay, no, the type of strategy that they use is like this way. And then with that being said, I was like, isn't that too simple? I was like, yeah, but that's actually how it is. So I wanted to actually speak about all of that, but getting back to my experience. So I went on to try out what they had told me about, and also I was doing research on my side. I was back testing my own types of strategies. I was coming up with ways whereby I would be able to just see if this is actually working out for me or not. A few weeks later, definitely we were able to get it right, and then like 2-3 months later, I was able to actually make consistent profits trading this Nasdaq this Nasdaq market that we're speaking about now. So this video actually, I want to help you to be able to just see if you can actually make a killing from trading Nasdaq. I've seen people post to me profits that they got from one of my YouTube videos, or even the free Telegram group that I do have. If you don't know about it, or if you're not in it, you can just go down in the description box. You'll be able to just see the Telegram group whereby I have my members, public members that members can just join, and then you see what I'm up to, see the types of analysis that I post, the trades, and also whenever I post a YouTube video, you'll be the first to know about it. So yes, I saw also members from the public group sharing with me profits that they're making from Nasdaq. With those profits, people are able to buy the course that I do have, people are also to buy signals that I do have, and some are just able to just keep that money and continue making money. So which is good, we're all winning at the end. So now on today's video, I decided that I want to share with you the type of strategy that I see or I have towards Nasdaq trading. And also speaking a bit more about VIX, I want to dive on about VIX, just to let you guys know on my side of things, because a lot of people kept on asking me, do I teach about it, do I trade it, and all these things. Honestly, if I don't know something, or if I'm still learning something, I won't really jump into the master's mode, you know. If I'm still learning that thing, one thing that I'll say is that yes, I do focus on it, I do trade it, but not publicly. So I'm meaning that like I'm still new, I'm still a beginner on it, but thank God that I've got my years of experience that I can just, when I jump into VIX, it's not like I'm jumping into it as a complete beginner. I'm jumping into it as a beginner trading it, but with the markets or the knowledge that I have towards the market, I know the market behavior and the structures of the market and all these types of things. I just have to be able to understand how that specific market move. So that's one thing that I'm busy with on VIX now. So I believe that in the next few months I'll be able to just send you guys videos showing you with the trades that I took concerning VIX, also like I don't know, the profits that I made, or maybe the losses that I took, lessons that I actually learned. So let us jump onto it and like speak about the type of strategy that I trade concerning Nasdaq now. So one thing that I have is that like you do know that I like to sell, I like to buy on the Nasdaq markets. Like even today, just by looking at the market, we experienced a huge drop, and with that drop I noticed the gap. So but I didn't just jump into the markets yet, because I don't know how to execute towards the markets when it comes to gaps and stuff. But I was able to just spot that no, this is still an upward movement, and this movement that we spotted, it's actually a valid one to go more to the upside. So instead of just seeing all this huge move to the downside, you freak out, and then you start to look for a different position on which it shouldn't be the way it should be. You just trust in what you look for in the market. So obviously I've got my momentum and directions down. on which it's an upward move, an upward direction, on which that's something that I saw in the biggest time frame. And then when I go down onto the 4 hour and stuff, I was able to just spot that, okay, no, yes, even though price keeps on going upwards and then it comes back downwards would be a retracement or just a correction on the bigger time frame, on which during those corrections and retracements, one thing that I look for is a continuation pattern or just a movement to the upside, just so I can be able to just secure as much profit when the market starts to impulse to the upside. And then that's one thing that I go down on the 1 hour time frame. And on the 1 hour time frame, it actually helps me to be able to execute trades better. Like one thing that I'll say is that using also support and resistance, because with the youngsters that I met, and they actually helped me out or showed me what methods that I can also use. They mentioned something like support and resistance, and I thought that it's very too basic, but I was like, hey, you know what, let me just try it out. Even my strategy is very simple, so there's nothing wrong with that. I did, and I noticed that they also help out a lot using the support and the resistance, but obviously not the older ones, the current market price support and resistance. So you also need to be able to just spot the current market price like support and resistance, unlike using months ago, just use the most recent ones. So I was able to just also focus on that. Then I noticed that, okay, no, mostly when it gets to my buy zone area, this is what I actually have to look for. And normally we're printing a higher low, I have to look for these specific candles, and it doesn't mean that it's gonna retrace exactly at that low, at that highest low, but there's also chances of it just going a bit more to the downside, just creating a spike or a week, as most would know it as a week, and then going back up. So that's one thing that I started spotting, and I spotted that too, so which it helps me be able to just focus on that. So basically what I'm doing is that I'm just giving you the type of strategy in a way that I apply it, because before jumping into the markets, you have to look for something. You have to have requirements of you to be able to just spot these trades that you want, go all the way, like let's say from the biggest time frame, get the momentum, the direction, go all the way to the downwards, like see the patterns that you need. Is it a pattern that will continue going upwards or downwards? And then from there you have to execute. So executing also is the most important thing, because before executing there's a lot of process and thoughts and things that you need to do before just executing the trade, on which it's mostly done on the 1 hour time frame. Some would also use the 15-minute time frame, which is also good. Nothing wrong with that, as long as at the end of the day you understand your own chartings. Like at the end of the day, you are the one that will be able to just spot that, okay, no, I executed this trade because of these reasons. And if you're using, let's say, smaller time frame, obviously you have to keep on managing your trade in a much more smaller time frame. So mean that if you're using 5 minutes, you shouldn't look at your trade like after a day or so, or after hours. You should actually look at your trade each and every maybe 10 minutes, you understand? So that's one thing that I do. Even 15 minutes, you should be looking at your trade each and every 30 minutes or an hour, but I use the 1 hour time frame. So I look at my trades maybe 4 hours, each and every 4 hours. Like I'll just go into the chart, see what's happening, see any adjustments. Is it still going the way that I want? Should I close it? Is it not going the way that I want? And all these types of things. So that's one thing that I wanted to talk about, the strategy. I'm being able to just give you guys from taking the trade from the biggest movement direction all the way downwards to the execution. So that's one thing that I also want you guys to focus on, being able to draw support and resistance on the let's say horizontal. And let me know if you want me to just show you guys on how to make a video about that, obviously how to draw these current market support and resistance. Just comment below if you want that, and comment below also what videos you want me to just touch on about the topics, the most important topics, obviously. And because I noticed with support and resistance, most people are using it wrong. People can use support and resistance from years ago or even months ago, on which that can be valid, but it's no longer as strong as a few months ago, you understand? So we want to use the most recent one, as that is much more fresh and much more stronger, on which you'll be able to be at least a few steps ahead of the markets. That way, that's why we look at the market in a 4D perspective. And also one thing that you need to do is that recently also in one of my latest course, Forex Jesus 2.0, one thing that I've done is that I make sure that I teach my members on how to look for a broker properly. So looking for brokers is actually very important, because some brokers would play around with your money, they would scam you, and others would just not want to withdraw. Like when you withdraw, they want a lot of things that they didn't even need at the start. So it's very much important for you to look for a broker, or get a broker that accepts you, like that doesn't even have problems, you know, because even like one thing that I'd say is that I noticed with me when I started looking for brokers, I didn't look for, like, I didn't just search for whatever the people were saying I should search, but instead I went for whatever that person is using, because if you're using this broker, it means that it's working out for you, and it's much better that way, you know, because I don't know, like if you're using that broker and it's working out for you, that means that you can withdraw, you can deposit and all those things, so it's not gonna be different compared to me. Also to me, like I would still be able to use it, I'll still be able to withdraw it just like you. So that's one thing that I've done. I also focused on brokers where I can get the types of brokers that trades these markets that I want to trade. And also even at the beginning of the video I said more markets are to be expected. As you can see, the currency market is a bit evolving. There's things such as like Nasdaq, VIX 100, they've been here, but they just became a bit more popular nowadays, I mean in the recent time frame. So I believe that there'll be more trades, more markets that are coming in the near future. You know, we'll be trading technologies, we'll be trading more indices, we'll be focusing more a bit on this. So just by doing that, I want to prepare for all those things, so when they present themselves, I can be able to just be ready, have a broker that's ready. On which what I'll do is that I did search brokers. I eventually got a broker that I believe I can now share with you publicly. You'll be able to get the link in the description box, and then with that link you'll be able to just register with them, trade with them. I believe that they take members from every country in Africa, I believe so. I did my research on that, and also they do have Nasdaq and the things that I want to actually trade and focus on. Just make sure you also check like the markets that you want to trade are they. If not, then you can maybe search for another broker on your side. But this is the broker that I actually recommend and I started using. No problems with them, it's marvelous for me, so I think it's gonna be okay with you too. And also with the public group, make sure that you do check it out. I've got a Telegram public group that I just spoke about, helps you out a lot. I make sure that I want to be a bit more consistent on helping people, because that way I'm able to help myself, you know, because even with Nasdaq, to be able to just scale it up, make consistent profits and stuff, I needed to make that a bit quicker, just so I can be able to help my members trading Nasdaq, you understand? So that's something that I wanted to focus a bit more on. But hey, if you like the videos that I speak about, the content that I share, you can easily just subscribe on my YouTube channel. You can easily like my videos, but make sure to also browse through my channel, see a lot more videos that I do have. Maybe you can find a video that will just that's that one video that you needed to just tweak your trading performance 1%, because I've got a member that sent me, like, I've been trading for more than 4 years. I was just lacking consistency after watching this video of yours, and a lot of people took granted of I was able to just be consistently profitable then, and that was just amazing. Like, hearing that from a member was super amazing. So I hope to hear that a lot more from you guys, especially the fact that I don't charge for my YouTube videos. You guys are just by liking, and I charge with liking and subscribing. So I think that's actually a bit more fair. But I thank you guys so much for watching up until this very end. It's your boy Liswa Mutupi. Please do make sure to hit the subscribe button. Also make sure to like and share this video with friends and family. Thank you.